Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Hello. How's the weather at home?
Here is raining, teacher.
Yes, the same for me. What about you, Adolfo? How's the weather?
The same,
The same.
raining hard.
Yes, it's raining so hard. I hope you don't have problems with the internet because around 6, I was without without internet, but well, let's try it, guys. Okay, so for today's class, guys, we're going to continue with the last part of Unit 4. I changed a little bit the order, but not at all, because in Unit 5 we have to do a review about the previous unit. So if you remember, just no, the previous week we took 2 days to complete the difference between simple past and present perfect, and the reason was because I wanted you to show as many examples will be possible to help you to understand really well what was the difference. So for today's class, guys, we're going to study some adverbs. But before to continue with the topic, I want to show you, well, that will be the history about Australian migration since World War II. We're going to learn a little bit about them. You already know how to use the simple past because you study the simple past. Let's see, in the unit 2 and also in basic 3. So I want to ask a couple of questions in past and we can review with this one. So what is the learning intention for this presentation, guys? So to learn about the groups of people who have migrated to Australia and the reason why they migrated. So try to pay attention during the reading because I will ask some questions. We have some questions between them, right? So the success criteria, I know about the group of people who have migrated to Australia since World War II and the reasons why they migrated. At the end, you will be able to know that part, why they did it, and the reason. Well, that's actually why, the reasons and about these groups. So, tell me, Abby, what can you see on the picture, on the screen? What can you see?
Soldier.
Yes, exactly. A soldier. Very good. Okay, so Abby, help me to read the first one.
When War II ended in 1945, so many young Australian men died in battle. This meant that Australian experienced a significant, is correct?
That is significant.
Uh,
Significant.
significant labor shortage.
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 And let's see another. Remember that when we are talking about dates, you don't say two, you say second. Second instead of two.
Okay.
Okay, good. And another pronunciation tip here, ended, because the past end, letter D, ended in 1945. Okay, and let's see. Okay, let's continue with the next part. Adolfo, help me to read. Low population.
Okay. Low population number led many to believe Australia was vulnerable to foreign invasion.
Okay, this one is lead. Live.
Live. Live.
Live many. Exactly. Very good. Live in this situation, we say it's like to do something. Live many. Numbers live many. Okay? Like to do something, to guide something. Low population, numbers lead many to believe. Okay. Now, let's see. Melvin, help me with the next one.
Okay. To counter these concerns, the Australian government developed an immigration police to persuade Europeans to settle in Australia in order to boost the population.
Okay. And that would be persuade. Policy to persuade. And
Policy to persuade.
yes. And then you have to settle. To settle in Australia.
Settle in Australia.
Yes. Okay, to settle, it means to stay in one place. That's the meaning. To keep, well, when you say to settle down or to settle in another country, when you start to live in another country, that's the meaning, to settle. Okay, now let's see. Okay, Abby, help me to read this. A large scale.
A large-scale immigration police was proposed by the Minister of Immigration, Arthur Caldwell, who believed that that be quickly increasing Australians' population, the country would wa- guarantee
Okay, good.
its economic and military stability. Many Australians were in favor of the government drive to encourage mass mass
That would be math.
mass
Yes.
immigration.
Okay, good. Just this one, instead of be, you say by. By the minister.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, good. Now let's see the next part. It's almost the end. Let me show you the next one. Okay. Let's see this one. Adolfo, help me to read.
Okay. However, there were also many people opposed to the idea to counter anti-immigration sentiment. The Australian government.
Sorry. Okay, now yes. The Australian government?
The Australian government. The Australian government issued a warning that Australia had to populate or perish. Perish?
Okay. Populate or perish. Okay. And tell me, do you have any idea, Adolfo, what does mean populate or perish mean?
No, I don't know what mean perish.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a meaning. It means.
Okay. It means that if Australia did not increase its population through immigration, no, its population through immigration, it will not survive as a nation.
Okay, very good. Exactly. Populate or perish. When you say perish, what does mean? Populate or perish? It's like to be alive or die. It's not a textual meaning, but it's that what you want to say. It means that if Australia in the Second World War did not increase its population through immigration, it will not survive as a nation because they wouldn't have enough people in the country. And what happens if you don't have enough people? Well, it means problems because you cannot produce, you cannot, well, you don't have opportunities. Well, it's basically we don't have anything if you don't have population. So that will be a problem too. Okay, now tell me, let me show you the next one. Give me a second. I have problems with this presentation. Okay, and let's see the last part. Help me with this one, Melvin. Multicultural Australia. Continue. Melvin?
Australia has a long history of immigration and thrives as a multicultural country with 24% of the total population being born overseas. Of this, more than half,
53%.
53% were born in Europe. Nearly one quarter, 24, were born in Asia. More than 7 million people have migrated to Australia since the end of Second World War in 1945.
Okay, very good. Okay, guys, so that was a quick history about the, well, the problem that Australia had during the Second World War. Okay, Abby, tell me with your own words, what do you remember about the paragraph? What was the paragraph about? Tell me, Abby.
I remember about the government and the the I noticed it. I don't remember.
Okay, what was the country?
Australia
Okay, very good. And do you remember when the Second World War ended?
in 1945.
Exactly, 1945. Okay, very good. Now let's see. Adolfo, tell me, is true or is false that many young Australian men die in battle? What's true? Or false? So many young Australian men die in battle.
It's true.
Yes, was true. Exactly. Very good. And what, okay, many of them died. Okay. And what was, let's see, Melvin, tell me. Okay. Adolfo say it's true that so many young men die in battle. And tell me, what was the consequence of that? What happened? Because many young Australian men die in battle. What was the consequence?
The population will be less. So,
Decrease.
and how decrease the population?
Exactly. The population decreased. Very good. And Abby, tell me, what's a problem that decrease in the population for Australia? Yes or no?
Um, what is the meaning decrease, teacher? I
Oh,
don't remember.
okay. When you say increase is when you go up, but decrease is when you go down.
Uh-huh. Okay. And what is the question?
Okay. The question is, well, tell me, what's a problem that decrease in the population of Australia? What's a problem? Yes or no?
I think yes, because um, how do you say mayor?
Older? What?
O el
Mhm.
porcentaje, o
Ah. Mm,
que el mayor porcentaje de las personas que estaban ahí eran inmigrantes, según entendí, o no sé si entendí mal.
so. You can say the biggest percentage. The biggest
The biggest,
percentage were immigrants.
the biggest percentage were immigrants.
Okay. Yes, that was true. And that was the consequence. Many people die, so the government need immigrants to came to Australia to live there. Because if they didn't have enough people, they had a problem. And I asked Adolfo if he knew the meaning of a specific word. This word, populate or perish. Okay, Adolfo, tell me, do you remember the meaning of populate or perish? What was it? With your own words, what is it?
Yeah. It's ay, es- o sea, y perecer, perish,
They
mm,
say populate or perish. The government say popular or perish because they
poblar o morir.
exactly, that's true. And because many people die and they need people to settle in Australia. What was the meaning of settle? Tell me, guys. Settle. What is the meaning of settle? Settle. What was it? What does mean settle?
Establecerse.
Yes, very good. Exactly. The government asked people to settle in Australia. Okay, good. And that's why at the end of the history, Melvin tell us, okay, at the end, more than a half were born in Europe and nearly 1/4, 24, were born in Asia. So that's why Australia is nowadays a multicultural country. Okay, so with this practice, we have many verbs in past. You were using past to answer all the questions that I did. So very good because you did it really well. And that was the purpose of this practice. Okay, I know that probably you have many different words that were new for you, but that was the idea, to show you different vocabulary. Sometimes we are not used to read in English. We feel uncomfortable. We don't like it. But it's a really good way to learn to earn vocabulary. Okay, guys, so, and now let's go back to the grammar for today. And that was the introduction to practice simple past. And now I want to show you 4 adverbs. We're going to focus on 4 adverbs. Already, yet, since, and for. Okay, they are 4 adverbs that we can use it in present perfect or simple past, in both of them. Okay, so let's see the first one. Okay, let me with this one, let's see. David, help me to read already. What does mean already?
Already means that something happened early than we expected, with present perfect already. Usually goes after have or has and before the main verb. Example.
Continue with example.
Okay. We have already had our breakfast. When are you going to do your homework? But I've already done it. Do you want a cup of coffee? No, thanks. I've already had one.
Okay, very good, guys. So, already means that something happened earlier than we expected. Earlier, remember, comparative, earlier. Something earlier, for example, is if I have to teach, if I have a class at 9 p.m. and I started the class at 8:30, that is something happened earlier than we expected. Or another example, imagine that you have to arrive to your work at 8 a.m. but you arrive at, let's see, 20 past 7. You arrive earlier than you expected. So when you do, well, that would be do. When you do something earlier than we expected, we use already. Most of the time, we use the present perfect, and you can include this adverb already, because remember, present perfect is to talk about something that happened in a moment, in a previous moment. It means in the past, but has a consequence in the present. So I already had our breakfast. I am not hungry because I already had our breakfast, or I already had my breakfast. The consequence nowadays, right now, is that I'm not hungry. I am not hungry, sorry, because I already take. In this case, took. No, that will be, yes, took my breakfast. Okay, that's the use. Now, no thanks, I already had one. I don't want coffee because I already had one. When you have done something earlier than we expected. That's the use of already. Okay, now we have another that is yet. Yet is the opposite. We use it with, okay, with most of the time in negative sentence. We can use it in positive, but it's not common to use it. It's more common to use it in negative expressions. Okay, let's see with this one. Abby, help me to read.
Yet means that something that we expect has happened or hasn't happened. We usually put it at the end of a sentence Examples. Has the post arrived yet? Have you done your homework? Not yet. Haven't you got ready yet? Look at the time.
Okay, very good. So yet is when something has happened or hasn't happened, but we expect that one. Could be positive or could be negative. Most of the time we use it when something that hasn't happened. For example, when you are doing an exercise on class and I give you 5 minutes to complete it, and then I ask you, did you finish, guys? If you haven't finished, you say, no yet, teacher. I was expecting that you finish, but the answer is no. So you say, no yet. No yet, finish. No yet, teacher. I need more time to finish. We need more time to finish. No yet. So that's the difference. Remember, already something happened earlier than we expected. In this case, it's not earlier, could be later than you expected. Happen or hasn't happened, right? Means that something that we expect has happened or hasn't happened, but not earlier, at the moment that you expected. Has the post arrived yet? No, no yet, or yes. Okay, but in positive answer, yes, yet, it's not possible to say it. You can say no yet, but no, you cannot say yes yet. No, it's not possible. Most of the time we use these expressions only with questions and with negative sentence. But with positive, it's not common. It will be a little bit weird to use it like that. Okay, for this one, to help you to understand better the sentence, we're going to complete some questions, some exercise, sorry, and then you are going to create some sentence just. Okay, let's see with this one. I haven't had breakfast yet or already. Let's see.
Yet.
Yet? Okay, I haven't had breakfast yet. Exactly, when something hasn't happened, when I expect this. Okay, now let's see this one. Adolfo, Richard, already phoned me or yet phoned me?
Yet.
Sure?
Ah,
No, it's yet. But
okay.
why? Why is not yet?
Only use yet at the end.
We usually put at the end of the sentence, exactly. In this time, we need it at the end of the sentence. Richard already phoned me earlier than you expected. Richard me llamó, me acaba de llamar earlier than I expected. Okay, so that's why you cannot say yet phoned me, because we need it at the end of the sentence. Okay, now let's see. Melvin, I haven't had breakfast already or yet. What about you?
Already.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Because we separated. We have another question. What about you? But that is like another paragraph. We can say another sentence. So you say, I haven't had breakfast yet. What about you? Okay, that one is a little bit tricky sometimes. A veces eso nos puede jugar en contra. Vaya, si ustedes ven esta frase de acá, la última, the last one, I cannot see yet at the end of the sentence. A simple vista no vemos que yet está al final de la oración, pero en realidad sí, porque al tener el signo de interrogación, hasta ahí terminó esa idea. Haven't you got ready yet? Look at the time. That's another expression in the same sentence, but it's another idea. I finish the question and then I say another expression. And the same happened here. I haven't had breakfast yet. What about you? I'm asking, but I finished my idea. So that's why you can use yet at the end. Okay, now let's see, David. I've already arrived home from work or yet?
Already.
Already? I have already arrived from home. Home, that would be, sorry, previous home from work. Yes, already. Very good. Now, Abby.
Jet.
We haven't seen the movie yet. Okay, very good. Now, Adolfo, has your mother opened her present already or yet?
Already.
No, yet. Okay.
Okay.
Why? But why? Because we are expecting to, in this case, her mom, to open the present. When you give something to someone, you want that person open the gift that you give to them. So, has your mother opened her present already yet? I'm expecting to do it yet. Okay, something that you expected, not early at the time, but when you give a present to someone, what do you want? That the person opens the present. Okay, so that would be yet. Okay, now let's see, David.
Already.
He's already had dinner? No, he's going to bed. Okay, Abby?
Jet.
We haven't tried this game yet. Do you want to play it? Okay, and let's see, Melvin, help me with this.
My friend has already flown up. I ready?
Already flown the plane. He's two. That will be the last one. Yes, he's too scared. My friend has already flown in a plane and he's too scared. Okay, good. Yes, that was the answer, guys. Now, let's see the next one. We have, oh, it's too small. Okay. I don't know, maybe because of the weather, but this computer is slow. Well, let's start with this one. Adolfo, let's see the sentence and we have to select yet or already. Tell me.
Already.
Ready? Okay, let's choose one of them. No, I don't need yet. Let's try with already. Yes, my friend has already. Okay, good. Now, Abby?
He's already.
Complete. He's already?
He's already have dinner now. He's going to bed.
Yes, it's already. Okay, good. Now let's see next one, Melvin.
I have already arrived.
Let's see, already? Yes. Okay, good. Now let's see, David, help me with next one. Richards.
Richard already found me.
Richards already found me. Yes. Okay, good. It's very good, guys. Now let's see, Abby, help me with this one. I haven't had.
I haven't had breakfast yet.
Oh. Yes, that was it.
What about you?
Yes. Okay, yes, the answer is yes. Okay, guys. Now let's see. Melby with the next one. We haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, I see the movie, yeah.
Yes, that would be Jet. Okay, good. That is difficult to control this plane, as you can see. Okay, now let's see. No, I give you the answer. No, let's see. David, help me with the next one. Has your mother opened her present already or yet?
Yet.
Let's see. Let's look for Jet. I don't know what happened in the options. Okay, that was it. And let's see one more. Okay, let's see. Abby, help me with the last one. We haven't tried this game.
Yet, do you want to play it now?
Okay, we haven't tried this plane. And you say jet. Ah, okay. Okay, very good, guys. So, very good. Now, to practice with this one, jet and already, the idea is that I have to share with you the link, but I cannot see all of you doing the exercise while you do it. So that's why I try to do it like that. But let's see. Okay, before to continue with the next two expressions for today's class, I have this sentence. Okay, we're going to do it together on the Jamboard. I will share with you the link and you have to complete the sentence using already or yet. Some of them are positive, some of them are negative. So be careful because you have to add some complements to the sentence. Okay, so let's go to the Jamboard. Let's go to the link. And I will give you, okay, you are for 2 questions per each, 2 sentences per each. 2 of you have to do 3, but let's try to complete it. Okay, try to do it faster as you can. Okay, go ahead. Remember, guys, that we use present perfect. I have already listened to music. And the second one is correct, but the verb, it's go or it's gone. I have go or haven't gone. Without to. I haven't gone, but without to. I haven't gone swimming yet. Okay, good. Number 3. I have already taken. I have already taken some photos. I have already taken some photos. Let's see number 5. I have already played with past. And that would be present perfect. Ed. Play with ed. I have already to play. No. Number 7. I have not. Come on, guys. What happened with present perfect? We use present perfect and the past participle. In present perfect, we use the past participle. Playing is ing, is present continuous. It's continuous time. It's the playing. Played. Ed. With ed sound. Okay, remember? Past participle. Ocupamos el pasado participio en el presente perfecto. Exacto. I have already to play. I have already played my guitar without to. Acordémonos que no hay que ocupar el auxiliar to. Just played. I haven't watched my share yet. To eliminate and not eliminate. I haven't watched my share yet. I have already make or made with D. Made my bed. I haven't watched my share. You only say yet. My share no yet? No, you say my share yet. Yet. My share yet. I have already made. I have already done. I have already done the washing up. Yes. I haven't spoken. I haven't spoken to my maths teacher yet. I haven't to speak. No, I haven't spoken. Vaya, dos reglas, no ocupamos el, no ocupamos el to y no ocupamos verbos en presente. Past participle, spoken. To, no, just spoken. I haven't spoken. I haven't spoken. To my math teacher yet. In that case, yes, to my math. Okay, I have already gone out with my friends and okay. I already helped. I have already helped with EV. Help. Jane in the kitchen. Past participle. Have played. Have already played. And number 3 is missing just one. What about number 3? Okay, yeah, that's the answer. I haven't already taken some photos. Yes, very good. And I haven't gone swimming yet. Don't forget, guys, we use already and yet most of the time with present perfect. When something that you expected have done or haven't, well, you can say it, you completed, or you didn't. Remember the difference. Already means that something happened earlier than you expected. And yet means that something that we expect has happened or hasn't happened, but it's not earlier. It's in the specific moment or the right moment. Okay, so the 2 adverbs, yet and already. Then are missing 2 more adverbs that I want to show you. We have these 2. They are easier, so that's why I try to involve them at the end of the class. But let's see, Melvin, help me to read this. We use for.
Okay. We use for with a period of time. For example, a few days, half an hour, 2 years. We use signs with the time when the action start. For example, last year, June 8, I meet you.
Okay, in this case, is since. The pronunciation, since.
Things.
Because if you say science, you are saying ciencia. That's the pronunciation. So in this, since. Science is the subject, like when we were at school. So that's the difference. Since and for.
Since.
So we read it like if it's spelled. Se lee igual, since.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. So guys, what's the difference between them? For, it's a period of time, but it's not in a specific period. In a few days, half an hour, 2 years, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever, but it's not a specific. If I say, I will go on vacation for 2 weeks. Do you know the weeks? No, I just say 2 weeks, but you don't know if the next week or it's on December, it's on April next year. You only have information that I'll go on vacation for 2 weeks. Or if I say I was sick for 2 days. Do you know the days? No, you only know the period of time. I was sick for 2 days. But when? Yesterday? Saturday and Sunday? Previous Monday and Tuesday? You don't know it. But when you use since, that's a specific time. You know the last year, June 8. Okay, last year, and you have a specific, June 8. I know when happened. Or I have lived here since 2015. It's in a specific year. Do you know the year? Yes, you do. You listen, 2015. So that is the difference. For, it's a period of time, but it's not specific. Since, it's a period of time, but it's specific. You know the exact moment when that action happened or when that action started. Okay, let's see with this one. Okay, we still have some minutes. This is easier, so it's not complicated. just it's important. The airplane is just as important to understand the moments when we use it. Okay, let's see. Abby, if I have 1990, which will you use, for or since?
Since.
Since. Okay, very good. Now let's see, Adolfo, if we have February, you use for or since?
Sorry, repeat it.
February, for or since? This one,
Since.
February. Since, exactly. Very good. Now let's see, Melvin, 6 months, for or since?
For.
For 6 months. 6 months, that could be any period of 6 months. I don't know. 6 months. It's only the information. It's all the information that I have. Okay, now David, what about Monday?
Since.
Since Monday. Okay, now let's see, Abby, what about Halloween?
Since.
In Halloween? Okay. Adolfo, 6 o'clock.
Sorry, 4.
4. 6 o'clock. 4. No. Because it's a specific. 6 o'clock. So it's not 4.
Oh, okay, since.
Since 6 o'clock. Exactly. Okay, Melvin, let's see, an hour. Which one? I cannot hear you. An hour. What could be an hour? 4 or since?
Since in a specific.
No.
No.
No, that is 4. Because could be any hour during the day. 2 o'clock, 5 a.m., 6. So we don't know it. So that's why is a 4. Yes. Okay, let's see. Jose, tell me, 2 years. 4 or since?
Since. For 2 years. For 2 years.
For 2 years, exactly. Okay, Abby, 6 weeks.
4.
For 6 weeks, exactly. Adolfo, he was 10.
Since.
He was 10. Okay, it's in a specific period in our life when you were a teenager. Since he was 10. For he was 10, no, it doesn't have sense. Okay, now let's see, David. 13 years.
4.
4?
For 15 years.
Exactly. Now, Abby, I finished primary school.
Science.
Science or since?
Since.
Since, exactly. Okay, good. And let's see, Jose, a long time.
For teacher.
For a long time, okay. And let's see, help me with this one, Melvin, 10 minutes?
For.
For 10 minutes, exactly. So, sometimes we confuse these two expressions because for us, it's a specific. You say 10 minutes, it's a specific 10 minutes. It's not a huge, it's not a big moment, right? It's not a big period of time. But if I say 10 minutes, could be 10 minutes at 7 o'clock, 10 minutes right now, or 10 minutes tomorrow, or maybe 10 minutes the next month. We don't know the specific. So that's why. So it's similar when you say in 5 minutes, but you cannot say at 5 minutes. ¿Se acuerdan de las preposiciones? Podríamos decir en 5 minutos y ocupamos in. Ah, pero in no era específica. La más específica era at. Pero ¿por qué no se ocupa at si los minutos son más chiquitos? Porque no, ustedes escuchan en 5 minutos, pero pueden ser 5 minutos de cualquier hora. It's similar here. Es similar acá. For 10 minutes, por 10 minutos, but I don't know. It's just a period of time. It's not specific. Por 10 minutos, por 1 hora, por 2 años, but you don't know when. So that's the difference. So guys, that was today's class. I hope you understand the difference between already, seen, for, and yet. Because during the next classes, the last 3 classes are missing, we're going to use it. Okay, so try to study. I send you on WhatsApp, les mandé en WhatsApp un pedacito, un PDF, perdón, donde les explico un poquito de cuál es la diferencia de por qué a veces pueden encontrar yet en diferentes posiciones y en oraciones afirmativas. Okay, so try to review them. That will be helpful for you. And that will be everything for today's class. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope to see you tomorrow too. Thanks for joining today.
Thanks, teacher.
Okay, good night, teacher.
Bye,
You're welcome,
teacher.
guys.
Good day.
Bye-bye. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Me too.